You gotta put a little extra over on that one, man, to compensate the other side. Shit. Bro said something the other day, motherfucker. I was like, bro, why you put an R at the end, man? Come on, bro. And all of a sudden, I'm like, I don't want to enable it by saying put an A. I was like, bro, you gotta make that motherfucker pop, bro. Jeez. Yeah. Like, shit, people judge that shit, bro. They don't judge if you cuss, they judge how you cuss. That matters. Damn! I hate it here.
Well, I couldn't cuss. Everybody always said I can't cuss, so.
Motherfucker.
Maybe good after me.
Man, I had influences, my terrible ass influences was very good at cussing. My terrible.
And all I was there thinking as a child, I'm like, how the fuck is there a right or wrong way to cuss? It's a word.
Then you hear fucking shit. Then you hear who was a good example of it? Nah, you hear one of your other friends, you're like,
but you won't tell these niggas that they stupid.
Nigga, damn, god damn it. You mean damn? Man, god damn it!
Stupid for being a stepfather.
It's all dumb.
Then your bitch ass won't get on here and tell the truth about even that. Because that means another black man ain't there. Because if he's there, then it shouldn't be a problem. You're not a stepfather.
Here we go again. We're gonna make it another attempt. Hey, how you doing, y'all? It's your boy Thomas Bostic here, and we chilling, hanging out, making some artwork. Be sure to check out KheruWear.com. It's KheruWear.com. We got hoodies, hats, shirts, all that good stuff. So we about to get right into it. It's the chill session.
It's always dick police and this and dick police and that. Any other time, but when a nigga tell you it's okay to be a stepfather, you gon' call a nigga
Cats
dumb.
are on the road, Thundercats are loose.
Like I said, man, I ain't going. I'ma stand up for them dudes. I'ma stand up for them stepfathers, and I don't think it's the best decision you can make. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's the best decision you can make, but we damn sure ain't gonna drag the niggas that wanna do it. We ain't gonna do that. Just cause I don't agree with it, just cause I don't wanna do it, we ain't gonna diminish the niggas that's doing it, nigga. You got me fucked up. How the fuck you gonna sit up here and disrespect the nigga for wanting to be in a child's life as opposed to you sitting your bitter ass around on YouTube talking about what another man shouldn't be? You don't mind a motherfucker throwing $200-$300 at you, but you don't want to see a motherfucker buy a kid no shoes or a fucking video game or make their fucking day, take them on a trip, go do some shit with that little money, because your thirsty, old, pussy, pathetic ass want it. Fuck you niggas. I never let off you niggas. For as long as I'm on YouTube, nigga, I will never let off you niggas. You dead fucking wrong, nigga. You're dead ass fucking wrong. Trying to shame motherfuckers into not being fucking stepdads, but will tell a motherfucker to come on here and pay your motherfucking ass. The fuck up.
For time, this was Scott on audio. Being a stepfather to another man's kids is one of the dumbest decisions a man could ever make in his life. Now, this opinion is not unique to Coach Greg. This is pretty much consensus in the manosphere.
Did you take the plastic off the lasagna?
You could find almost anywhere. Not just Coach Greg's
Why?
Twitter or
You're supposed to.
family.
In the
No, you're supposed
You
to
could
put
find
something
it
in
probably
it.
on Sandman, Cindy
Splits?
Mom, all the stuff from the Beta Mouse, just to help them light them up. You could find it on Richard Cooper's channel.
What
Cindy
in
Mom,
the
Cindy Mom.
Martha Stewart?
And of course on Donovan's channel, he bitches endlessly about single mothers and their relationships and men that
I wonder if that's why
children
that other
and
one
single moms and all this stuff.
groups.
There are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos in the manosphere that discuss these issues, including on Donovan's own
Now
channel.
the outside's cooked,
And
but the
including,
inside's still frozen.
especially again here,
Is
the
it?
people that Donovan surrounds himself with constantly. Donovan claims to be a big fan
Man,
of
I'll
Coach Greg.
turn the
He's
heat
interviewed him numerous times and all that. So it's very common. And he's interviewed as well some of the people I just showed you.
You already put it back in
He's
there.
published a video I think yesterday.
I
or
left it
today,
in there.
Richard
You cut it
Cooper,
off? I didn't notice you
guy
cut it
right
off.
here running his channel, who's notorious for complaining about single moms. Some of his highest viewed videos in history about single mothers and the men who wife them up.
I mean, that shit is
Oh,
ridiculous,
what a
man. And you know what's crazy? You talking about some white women. I think we should go look at that shit. Like, he got a white woman up there, dog, and it looked like with mixed kids. That look like who they really choose.
That's his life.
For real, on some real shit. That look like 2 white kids and a mixed kid right there, nigga. 5 reasons to avoid dating moms. You know what I'm saying? These niggas be using these white boys content trying to bring that shit to the black community, dog. This is the reason why niggas shouldn't even be mad about this shit at this point. We should just be over here laughing at these niggas, man. They trying to mimic these white boys.
Exactly. Adopting children, right? Let's have a look now at a video that's a clip from Donovan, or Dono, interviewing Coach Greg Adams, I think in Las Vegas. Let's have a look.
Listen, Devin has. I don't think you met Olivia while you were there. I think she was with her mom.
Being exposed.
Devin has a 12-year-old. She'll actually be. I think she's supposed to be like.
Oh dang, they're both brothers. I couldn't even tell. I wasn't listening to her dictation.
See, man, we grown, man. If you want me to respect you, you gotta respect me, man. Like, I can't, like, coach as far as what? Like, my nigga, I don't even call Mike Krzyzewski Coach Krzyzewski. I don't call Phil Jackson Coach Jackson, nigga. I don't understand why you niggas are calling this nigga a coach. I mean, isn't it that, I mean, y'all niggas, what type of, y'all have any pride in yourselves?
Taylor,
Coach,
what the hell is pride?
Life coach?
Damn.
Life coaching you niggas? And you're not ashamed. You're not ashamed of propelling other men to the front, saying he can coach me on how to be a
He
dad
literally
in
told
my
y'all
life.
not to be
That's
dads, dog.
What?
I'm so confused.
That don't make you niggas look at yourselves as weak, broken, pathetic bucks.
What you mean?
For
Buck.
lack of a better term, nigga.
I love deer.
It don't-
Bro,
it
what the
don't bring
hell?
out the beta male cool in you niggas.
God,
That's my
man.
life coach. That's my
He
mentor.
love me.
Bro, when that nigga said that old girl was an 8, the white boy said, now, okay,
No
brother.
way.
Now, hold on now.
And
I gotta make a video. Show you a
Beautiful
stronger girl.
girl, you know,
I show
very
you a
intelligent.
stronger girl.
Oh, okay, you say because
It's
he's
the
a high
little
school
stuff that
coach
matters.
in real life. That's scary,
Black or
nigga.
gray?
I mean, if you sitting on here talking to these niggas, and these are the niggas you giving advice to, and these are the type of niggas that's bringing you to the forefront, shit, that's even worse. Like, shit, somebody need to be sending that motherfucking content to that school to make sure the motherfucking kids is okay being around that type shit, nigga. The fuck you mean? That's what I'm talking about. They give anybody a motherfucking job in the school system that'll bow down to some white folks, nigga. Niggas like me, who really got children's best interest at heart, nigga, never let me around
Bro, you'll get
my
called a
motherfucking
simp
kids,
for
nigga.
saying that, though.
They don't want me to tell you the real.
The
They'll
culture.
let weirdos and niggas like that around your motherfucking kids so they can tell your kids.
Niggas said-
Bullshit.
Weirdos. She said, how you
That's why
gonna tell
nobody
men
going,
to
nigga.
not be stepdads,
Fuck
but
you,
then
a
tell
coach
them
or
to
somebody, nigga, on
tell you
this
to give
motherfucker,
money to
nigga,
your
everybody
greedy,
on this
dusty,
bitch sound
gay
stupid as
ass.
fuck. Y'all niggas dumb as hell.
Like, for real though, bro.
Talks all the time because
Why'd you
she's
take the
preaching,
gloss
right?
off?
And
What?
it's funny,
Had
she will test
that
me sometimes,
gloss
right?
that you had.
Just
Why'd
for
you take it
fun,
off?
she'll test
Because
me.
it was looking all drawing with the circle because I didn't do the circle first. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna come back
Uncle Don,
and then
you hear that?
put it all
Uncle
on
Don,
one and then do it all
and
in
he's
one
claiming
and
that
see.
she
And then if I need to go back, do the circle that way, save it, blah blah blah. So I'm just trying to see if I do
Coach
it.
Greg, by the way, is not targeting.
Because I wanted to keep the bezel on there too.
Donovan in the audience.
But I'm gonna just do
in the
2
audience.
different versions.
Now I'm gonna reveal the truth to you guys.
Hopefully
It's pretty
this
brutal.
is-
And all these niggas is a motherfucking target, nigga. Thank you, Nicole, for the cash app. All these niggas is a target, nigga, because don't none of these niggas stand on nothing. Ain't none of these niggas actually men, dog. Like I said, man, men know how to deal with man shit without getting on here crying and lying on motherfuckers and shit. And then when they see people doing that shit, a man would call that shit out, tell niggas to stand down, come get your motherfucking crew before I start dragging you whole ass niggas. None of that shit happened. None of these niggas are still man enough to come and say they were
I
wrong.
think it's too much
So
shadow.
fuck these niggas. Your motherfucking coach need to be coaching your motherfucking ass on integrity, nigga. Tell your motherfucking coach to teach your motherfucking ass integrity.
So,
I still
Number
think
one,
you should block
everything you
the
just saw in
things
that
that
video
really
is a
don't.
lie.
Yeah.
That niece he's talking about, Devon Sharps, the woman that we talked about.
Oh wait, I can
years
change that.
ago.
It's really good.
Who, of course, in real
Ooh,
life
hold
is
on, go
Cynthia
back.
Ashlock, who's almost 45 years old. Donovan has a secret wedding with her that we discussed here and proven and shown.
I like that one.
He even asked George
That
Bruno
looks
to
nice.
marry him in his
Ooh,
life.
that's good too.
You know,
Dang
Cynthia
it, I'm trying to
Ashlock.
get to. Wait, can I slide
So,
it?
as
Oh,
the
okay, yeah.
revolutionary MD claimed in the prior video, where he was reviewing engaging
So I move this
comments
up, and then I could go left and right and change where the light is going to be.
like in their life.
I'm trying to
Donovan
do it.
Sharp has, to my knowledge, legally, he and or his wife have legally adopted a child. That niece that he's referring to is about to be 12, 13 years old.
Was it that one?
Well, and before I even show you the text, he has
Good.
told me this explicitly on the phone on numerous conversations we've had on the issue. He's had several conversations with other speakers about this exact issue. And to his credit, Donovan took it pretty seriously, and it was a really big decision for him in life to adopt a child, to secretly and privately adopt a child.
Oh, okay. So.
Which, by the way, is very problematic when you're posting content like this to your channel.
Right.
Not only in the people that he surrounds himself with, but
Right, because that's my thing, man. I ain't got nothing. I don't see no problem with adopting children, but when you a nigga that's on here talking this shit about single moms and all of this shit, and like how are you adopting somebody's child, especially a white motherfucker? See what I'm saying?
Well, I'm gonna say this one will do a puff.
That don't none of
I
this
gotta
shit
look up
ever
and they buy the
apply
stuff.
to these
The
white
vinyl for it.
families and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you tripping, my nigga. Like,
We
how
can
you
start making
gonna go
stuff with
adopt
that
this little
instances
white
now.
kid?
Yeah.
Bro,
Alright,
you
let's do
always
the
got
other
your
one
mouth
with the
on black
GDs.
single moms.
channel, where he bitches constantly about single mothers and stuff. Like we just saw even with the tweet with Coach Greg, right? That tweet, which is right here. Being a stepfather to another man's kid is one of the dumbest decisions.
Bro's just reaching his ass off on that one. We're like, nigga, did nobody even ask?
He's married to her aunt, which is Cynthia Ashlock.
Nigga, y'all daddy was a
just told me to point
stepdaddy.
out that he basically legally adopted this child.
bruh man
It was a
with
very
him.
extensive process. He told again many other speakers at the events and over the phone for months. He has legally
When I
adopted
heard him
the child.
say that,
He and or his wife have been or now the legal
Okay.
guardians, to my knowledge, for that child.
Is that Derek Jackson?
Now, again, that makes you a stepdaddy, nigga.
right.
Fake fuck boy. Donovan Sharp. You are a stepdad, nigga.
Bro
What the
did try
fuck
it
you
though.
mean? Like you
Unprovoked
are
tried it.
a stepfather, nigga. That's why I don't respect you niggas, because you don't come on here and tell the truth. Instead of promoting that same agenda in the black community that you're executing within your white ass family with that white bitch, you would get on here and tell these black men don't do the same shit you doing right now. It take the white boy to get on here and talk about your motherfucking ass going and adopting a child because a white motherfucking woman can't take care of her kid, nigga. Why you ain't on here dragging that white bitch, my G? Why them niggas sitting around kicking it with you?
You feel me?
Why ain't nobody on here cooking?
Ain't nobody
What's up,
hungry
Now
on
you
the
get
shelf
with
in
a
the
white bitch
kitchen?
child, what happened? What happened? Did she meth at it?
Probably.
She threw the kid away, she couldn't handle it?
Yeah.
What's the
Might have
dealio,
changed a
son?
little bit.
Why we don't hear that same
Is that what?
smoke for them,
Oh,
for them
yeah.
white women who can't
'Cause I
take care
couldn't
of
see
their
the,
kids, and so
bottom
now
half.
that burden has been placed upon you, stepdaddy. This is why I don't like you whole ass niggas. Cause you do commendable shit, but you get on here and lie about it and try to hide it because you're ashamed of it because of the platform that you done laid out for yourself. Niggas, instead of just saying you were wrong. Instead of just saying I was wrong. That's why I don't respect you niggas. Thank you for the cash app to Sean. I appreciate it. She said awesome work with like 15 exclamation points. Nah, for real though, man. I'm dead ass
Oh, if I
serious though.
slide
That
it
shit
all
don't
the way
make no
down.
sense, man. Y'all go out of y'all way to do the most for a white motherfucking family, and then you'll sit on here and drag a black man because he wanna be a fucking stepdad? Nigga, fuck you.
It's not a secret. A lot of speakers know this. We just haven't said anything.
Bro, make fun of
It
niggas
happened
for
about a year
wanting
ago. It
families
happened
and
in,
shit,
I think,
bro.
late
But then be
2019,
like
early
mad at the
2020
white
this
man
is
for
going
tearing
on.
our families
And when I
apart.
see actually Donovan has not only told me this on the phone repeatedly, we've had conversations about this. He's been explicit about what he's been doing, as well as with other speakers, I'm mentioned. No, not that one. Here's a text from Donovan in early 2020. I'm inviting Donovan to be see if he's available for the Redman Group show that we do. You see right here in the background behind me. Unfortunately not, man. We're taking the kid to see her mother. Okay. Here's another one from January, also January 2020. I'm not going to be able to do the show tomorrow. We have our first in-home observation tomorrow morning. These are the adoption services, by the way, that are observing at home what's going on here. This is a very serious process, from my understanding. Asking again about Redman Group later.
They're frying this man.
Not going to be able for a while.
He's been
trying to get
thrown under
Devon's
the
niece
bus.
involved in sports, and her mom got popped for public intoxication for.
I mean, the shit supposed to be a commendable act, bruh. It's supposed to be commendable. You know what I mean? Motherfucker ain't supposed to be on here trying to figure out why it's bad for you to be so involved with somebody else's child. Nigga, I don't do that. But we gotta let you have it though, nigga. You niggas hate stepfathers.
I never got that either.
But you think you get to be one? Quietly? Taking care of a white motherfucking kid after you did all this talk on black women? Why don't nobody want to ever tell us what the white bitch did? I don't get it. What did she do for you to end up with her child? What did she do to end up on probation? I mean, shit, I just want to know. I want to know why y'all got to take care of this dirty ass white bitch kid, man. What was it about her that she was just incapable of being a parent? We be wanting the same energy, that's all. We be just trying to get the same energy across the board.
Right, which violates her probation. Caddy's referring to is the mother of that child, who nearly lost custody of the child, and the child is facing foster care. We'll get into that in a moment. This again is another text. Donovan, this is in February 2020. I wish I could, man. Kathy's coming over for a supervised visit. That's the mother of the niece that Donovan and or his wife legally adopted. Apparently she fell off the wagon and was going to Olivia from this time with her mother, so we had to convince the court to let her come anyway. They agree, but she can't be left alone with Olivia. So we got to be with her guardian ad litem. So we're gonna have full house tomorrow. You asking about something unrelated? No.
So you taking 100% full care of these white people kids, dog. Talking shit about stepfathers.
Donovan, I don't blame
Peep
you.
the game.
I don't blame you for adopting a child.
Peep the game.
Let me actually qualify this over here. I have nephews myself. I love them very much. I love them to death. I would take a bullet for them literally. I have two of them, in fact, and soon to be a third in a few weeks here. 3 little nephews, 3 little boys. If anything happened to their parents, my sisters, and husbands and stuff, of course I would adopt them if they were facing foster care. You gotta be fucking kidding me. I love these kids to death.
Then everything you just said is null and void again,
I don't blame you
cuz.
for how you did it. You've lied about it and
That's just
concealed
me.
it from the public. They do not believe that you have a child in your home. You've basically been building a secret family. You have a secret wife that you've been lying about to the public, denying the true nature of your relationship with her, including after you were exposed, in various YouTube channels, including my own, discussing that issue. You went above and beyond that, and you've adopted a child. You have adoption services coming over, supervised visits, courts are involved.
Man. Look how he built him up a secret family on you niggas. He called this nigga a secret family man. And then showed how he got a family. Built it up, nigga. Pieced together a little white ass family. Taking care of these white people. Bro, how you take care of these white people kids, bro? That's not your kid, my nigga. That ain't your
Ain't you
baby.
breaking code?
Ain't that the dumbest shit a man can
Didn't
do?
he just say? Oh, I'm saying.
We're doing not apply with some white kids. You see, that's what I'm saying, though, man. Like the white boy at you. Shit, I want to know your mentality, bro. How you sitting up there taking care of a white motherfucking kids, bro, while y'all trying to shit on stepfathers, bro? I need answers. Lero,
Type argument.
thanks for the cash app. Judas Redemption, thanks for the cash app. I need answers, fam. I need answers, brother.
I need answers. Why does it not
What
make
the
sense?
fuck? Why
Wait,
you just let men live out here, man, and just say you a family man, be a family man, and allow men to have multiple types of families, bruh. Why y'all gotta try to shit on the stepfathers as you low key feel that role yourself?
Like, bro, I never understood it.
Meanwhile, let's talk about Coach Craig. Let's review exactly what you're saying.
Listen, Devin has. I don't think you met Olivia while you were there. I think she was her mom.
Man, I keep doing this.
But Devin has a 12-year-old niece. She'll actually be. I think she's supposed to be like 13 and I think 1 or something. And we have her over maybe 2-3 times a week. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's not 2-3 times a week, Donovan. It's full time for a long time. Full time visitation for a long fucking time.
See how he's sitting up there playing the game though, lying to Coach Greg Adams' face? But then the white boy exposed the receipts showing he been living like this, man. This whole time. So while you sitting on your show trying to make it sound like your niece be coming through every now and then, you actually raising her, brother. And instead of just saying
she pops in here and there. I see she know life lessons or whatever.
I got 2 cash apps from you, twin. Good looking, bro. I appreciate that. And I appreciate it. It's support, man. Thank you, Solo TV 84 for the cash app. He says, keep my name out of your mouth. Cash app this white boy, nigga. Cash app this white boy and tell him that, nigga. He trying you embarrassing ass niggas, and this is what you get.
That child is facing foster care, and you and or your wife have legally adopted that child to prevent that from happening. Again, I don't blame you for doing it. I would do it myself in a similar circumstance. With my own blood,
he said with his own family, right? With his own blood, right?
On top of it, if it'll still be white.
Y'all peep the game, right? He said with his own blood. With his own blood, he do it.
But yeah, I dig it, man.
I ain't missed that.
That'd be nice.
Did you?
Can you go get the lasagna and tell him to shut the fuck down?
He damn sure ain't on the.
You can jump on there if you want.
Nah,
you can bet that.
I didn't go to sleep.
He ain't gonna adopt no black kids.
I wasn't tired.
You can put your money on that.
So I stayed up. Shut up.
That's you niggas. You niggas will go and adopt some white kids, nigga, and become a stepfather to them. And then act like your stupid ass don't get it, nigga. These white boys be playing you niggas cock, nigga. You niggas lame as fuck. Ski G Boy 5353, good looking on the cash app. I appreciate it. Yeah, he mad. He sent me $1 cash app. You know how Solo TV 84 is. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, like, I ended up super chatting a nigga like $17, $18 the other day. Because he just sent me a good 25, 30. So, you know what I'm saying? He just added to the next time I want to come over there and super chat. You know what I mean? I'm just giving his money back. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? I don't intend on keeping it. It's only a couple dollars here and there. It ain't like the niggas to support. He's just upset, man. You know, just another day, another lane. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I would be upset too if I'm showing you this 45-year-old white woman sitting around talking to niggas in a circle like she part of it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, wouldn't it bother you? Let's take a commercial break right quick. Really not a commercial, but an old video break since niggas forget who the fuck they playing with when they send them weak-ass cash apps. You know what I'm saying? Niggas act like I won't put their ass right back on display. Nigga, I will put you right back on display. Like you forgot. You thought it was over? Thought it was over, nigga? This is gold, nigga.
Guys, this has been fantastic. I wanted to ask Devin one more thing before we round third and head for home. You've all dated,
you
like,
fat,
right?
Fuck.
You've all dated, like, right?
This you, ain't
You've all dated, like, right?
Ain't this you? Ain't this your fat ass sitting over there in red looking like a broke bitch?
You allegedly, you get, because Devin, what a lot of black women will say.
You suited and booted over there down in the sharp and Devin,
You
ain't
and I are at the store at the mall at dinner.
Look at
How do
me.
black women look at you? How do black women? Because Devin, what a lot of black women will say when you say this, well, we don't give y'all dirty looks when we walk by. When you and I are at the store at the mall at dinner, How do black women look at you? How do black women look at you?
We see this getting a lot with a lot of black women. We see this getting a lot with a lot of black women. We see this getting a lot with a lot of black women will say, you see this. Well, we don't give y'all dirty looks when we walk by, but you and I are at the store, at the mall, at dinner. How do black women look at you? How do black women say this? Well, we don't give y'all dirty looks when we walk by, but you and I are at the store, at the mall, at dinner. How do black women look at you? How do black women look at you? How do black women look at you? How do black women look at you?
Because Devin, a lot of black women will say when you say this, well, we don't give y'all dirty looks when we walk by, when you and I are at the store, at the mall, at dinner. How do black women look at you? How do black women look at you?
It's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
They treat us really bad. It's been so bad to the point where we've had to just leave the table and go to the bar.
How do black women look at you? How do black women look at you?
Yeah.
How do black women look at you? How do black women look at you?
Yeah.
How do black women look at you? How do black women look at you? Look at you, how do black women look at you?
It's horrible.
They treat us really bad.
When you and I are at the store, at the mall, at dinner, how do black women look at you? How do black women look at me?
It's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
They treat us really bad. It's been so bad to the point where we've had to just leave the table and go to the bar and sit down there because the person will serve us.
Yep.
Like we've had people come by and look at us and say, "I'll be right back," and I'll come back in 15, 20 minutes.
Horrible. They treat us really bad. It's been so bad to the point where we've had to just leave the table and go to the bar. It's horrible. They treat us really bad. It's been so bad to the point where we've had to just leave the table and go to the bar.
Horrible.
Mm-hmm.
They treat us really bad. It's been so bad to the point where we've had to just leave the table and go to the bar. And I, I don't like terrible service. I get really pissed off.
He's a white girl.
And I don't like terrible service. I get really pissed off.
And I don't like terrible service. I get really pissed off. He's a white girl, right? He's a white girl, right? He's a white girl, right? He's a white girl, right?
Well,
That's why he's like, where's our waiter? I'm like, 15 seconds ago.
no, it's not that bad, but
It's
but I mean, when you're not there for a meal, you expect service. So,
but no, you're right. Like, all jokes aside, yes, when we have a black we don't, and it's funny, we haven't had a black waitress in a while. I can't remember the last time we had a black waitress.
right, but if it's a black guy, all of a sudden it's like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna help you.
Oh yeah, he's refilling my I'm like, dude, like I'm taking 2 sips out of the water. He's like, oh, refilling my glass. Look at her. I'm like, oh, okay, I see what's up. All right, bet.
I guess I've never experienced it. Is that racism? I don't know.
That's not racism necessarily.
Oh, well, I don't know, but for me, it was a wake-up call. Like I've never really understood that actually happens to
Well,
people.
now you know.
Yeah, well, now I know.
And so the next time we get seated by Swantasha, we might want to change seats. Yeah.
Right, but if it's a black guy, all of a sudden it's like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna help you.
Oh yeah, he's refilling my. I'm like, dude, like I'm taking 2 sips out of the water. He's like, oh, refilling my glass. Look at her. I'm like, oh, okay, I see what's up. All right.
But if it's a black guy, all of a
Oh.
sudden it's like,
Oh, yeah.
But if it's a black guy, all of a sudden it's like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna help you.
Oh yeah, he's refilling my. I'm like, dude, like I'm taking 2 sips out of the water. He's like, oh, refilling my glass. Look at her. I'm like, oh. Okay, I see what's up. All right, bet.
Yeah, I mean,
It's sad that niggas sit there and even drag black men like that. That motherfucker said if it's a black dude, he's gonna pour the glass. Like, oh yeah, I see what's up. Like, man, just keep on trying to put her on the pedestal. And nobody says shit. These niggas let that shit ride, man. That's why go get that type of shit. Make sure we got it forever, nigga. I don't give a fuck who get mad, nigga. I know why you mad.
Married, let's investigate what exactly the hell that means. Can you be married without being legally married? Well, let's investigate. This is an article from about Rand Paul on MSNBC. There's also articles like this on CNN, Time Magazine, all kinds of things. Rand Paul is an advocate, sitting U.S. Senator from Kentucky, by the way. Rand Paul is an advocate for what's called the privatization of marriage, or private marriage. So is his father, Ron Paul, former congressman, three-time presidential candidate, and medical doctor. He's a big advocate of private marriage as well. Essentially, like the article here in MSNBC talks about, it is removing government from the whole marriage equation completely, making it a private, religious, or otherwise spiritual, personal ceremony that still has potential legal ramifications in terms of contract law, but definitely social, family relationships. It's declaring intent to be married, that someone is your wife and the other person is the husband, to build a family, to be married and be together, and for people to respect that. Now, this is something that some of you do know, some of you don't, so starting to watching. This is something that I did and I pioneered years ago in the manosphere personally. Something that even Rollo Tomassi has commended me on his walk with the Irrational Male. This is back not too long ago, maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago, and he actually compliments me on what I did with private marriage by learning from guys like Rand Paul that talk about
private marriage
and in a legal sense, what kind of changes can be made in the United States.
Thank you, Mr. Noble, for the cash app.
Someone who him not get along at all, but Don is a huge fan of. And I got
thank you, Mr. Noble, for the cash app. I didn't even know this had to be like a concept laid out. Private marriage. I mean, bro, just like I didn't know this had to be laid out. I thought this was common knowledge.
Again, from Rand Paul and to a lesser extent, his father Ron Paul, as well as the men's rights community, Paul Elam and the other speakers and stuff, were very critical, rightly so, of how men are treated and fathers are treated in divorce court and family court in the United States. I believe, like many others in the manosphere, that men are not treated fairly in those kind of court systems, and that by inviting the government into your home and into your family, into your life and your relationship, you're inviting a necessary risk. You're exposing yourself to risk of the government fucking things up. To bureaucracy, incompetence, malice, tyranny, whatever you want to call it. The government fucks a lot of things up in marriage, and it's just stupid. I don't want them in my life. And I was actually married years ago to a woman that some of you know is Medusa. Her real name formally was Meredith. I currently don't know.
I didn't understand that as he said that. I'm just thinking to myself, what type of man marries a woman named Medusa? What the hell are you thinking is going to come of that? What's going to come of your marriage to a woman that goes by the name Medusa? What good could come of that? Just ask yourself.
That's all separate from the story. I gave a speech on that marriage here. You can still see it on YouTube, called Marrying Medusa, How to Survive a Female Psychopath. I was very clear in that speech what happened.
I mean, I come on, man. I mean, I'm pretty sure for some that sounds like, you know what I mean, like a something of expertise. My nigga, if her name is fucking Medusa, you shouldn't even have to survive her, nigga. She shouldn't even have a shot, okay? If she even suggests her nickname should be Medusa, that should be like, what? Surviving a female psychopath. Bro, her name is fucking Medusa, bro. How to survive a female psychopath. These niggas crazy, bro. And it's a book, isn't it?
During that relationship, including the private marriage issue that you see here discussed by Rand Paul. This is not a secret to my fans and fans of 21 Studios. This is us here together. This is a picture from the wedding itself. We actually had a speaker marry us. So right, that's us married at the wedding. Here's the speaker, Greg Swan, speaking at the 21 convention for a second time in 2014 in Tampa. So this is us. This is what we did. I did it very much inspired by Rand Paul and Ron's father, Ron Paul, and to a lesser extent the manosphere, men's rights community, and all that. It was complicated, and I thought this up on my own, and it really protected me, as Rollo Tomassi cites, from potential negative consequences in divorce court. I completely sidestepped that and evaded it by being intelligent, even though the relationship was otherwise obviously not very fun, not very healthy, quite toxic. And the speech there is that you watch and discover what happens.
Another male relationship expert.
Is that this is not a secret. It was live streamed on the YouTube channel. There's a video that I gave that explicitly indicates it was not legal marriage, it was a private marriage. And we were very clear about this. She even introduces herself here as Mary Lou Johnson on the 21 Report with one of her speakers.
Hey, Mary Lou Johnson here with the 21 Report, and we're here with Sock, and you just gave your 2014 keynote address. Great speech.
That
So,
motherfucker look
this is not a
crazy.
secret for many years in the channel. You guys can go, those videos are still available. You can see that. It was years ago controversy in and of itself. The issue is that Donovan did this too. He's been lying about it for several years, which I did not tell him to do at any fucking point.
Okay, so y'all that keep saying that's the name he gave her, I know, like in some circles that shit matters. Like over here, I don't give a fuck how she got the name. The fact that he gave it to her amplifies my point. If he gave her that name, then you know you fucking with a female psychopath, which means you should not have had to survive her. You're fucking dumb. Okay, so you can't help me with this shit. I'm telling you, there's no way you should be tied up with somebody you want to name Medusa. If you even want to name this person Medusa, that's enough for you to get the fuck away from. I'm just saying, like it should be that simple. I don't know what we're thinking here. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not oblivious to the fact that he may have gave her the nickname, but the nickname even fitting or being there is enough for you not to be fucking with her. Bro. That's the point. I don't get how we lost on that.
He brings a bad name to the very concept of private marriage by lying about it and being a hypocritical, fraudulent scumbag who gives a shit about it. He makes her look stupid and he gives ammunition to the feminists by doing it this way. Being a fucking liar and a fucking fraud. One more time, Mr. Roll Tape, before we get more into this.
Yes. Listen, I have a confession to make. Yes.
He was great.
I am secretly married.
I did.
Unbelievable.
That
Yeah.
She ain't eat it all?
Let's get into it, Donovan. So first of all,
I mixed up the,
Donovan got interest in this in late 2018.
I know I mixed it up.
On his first show,
She just ate the top parts.
Yeah,
There was a lot of dry in
This
there.
is the Patreon post before he brought it
I mixed it up.
We did the interview.
Man,
I'm gonna go get
so
them
you
fixing
had
and
him
it's
on
only
there talking about private marriage, huh? See, these motherfuckers used to rock together. That's why you gotta be careful. You know what I'm saying? That's how you end up with your name and shit. Like you fucking with this white boy doing shows with him and shit on your Patreon talking about private marriage and shit. Now he about to expose your private marriage to Stuart Little.
trying to sleep.
Why don't you do it? Yeah, since it's bothering.
Questions for tonight's appearance by Anthony Johnson about private marriage.
Okay.
My body literally would not.
And he actually then emailed me many of the questions that he got from his Patreon fans about
Sometime.
private marriage.
I'm
This
gonna
is in
succumb
late
to it.
2018. He would later get married in July
That's how I
2019 to
be.
this woman, known as, again, Devon Sharp.
Then you end up not going to sleep.
So those are some of the questions. This is a Patreon. The YouTube
That's what I
video
think,
no
like,
longer
people
exists,
just
I
like,
think.
dude,
But
you should
there is a
make
clip
it
of it somewhere on the
You should
Patreon site
layer
with
it.
some audio
Then you should make it
of
to where
what went on there
this one's
before he got
glitter.
married to
And I was like, I
Devon
ain't
Sharp.
got no glitter. Go to the store and get glitter.
Again, I want to make it clear that Donovan does not claim, he explicitly claims in the video that he is not married to
I'm
her.
so
He's not
tired. Would you like
trying
Shut
to
up.
immediately disarm it and get away from it and distance himself from that idea. That accusation
Understand.
has been going on for months now on the MGTOW Dictionary channel, as well as the clip I showed you that went to almost 300,000 subscribers about Antonio Bruno's channel
Happy
about
turned out.
Donovan Sharp getting
I'm like,
married. I
it turned out
explicitly make
fucked
that
up.
claim.
I'm like,
I stand behind it
The
and I
hard
mean
part
it
goes
1,000%. In fact, I invite Donovan to sue me for defamation if that is
Oh,
not true and
man.
it's false.
I'm
Sue
like,
me,
son of a
I
bitch.
fucking dare you. Because you're fucking lying and I fucking know it.
Why is he so
Let's get more
angry?
into
Fucking
it with the
line, I fucking
questions.
do it.
We got questions here that he emails me.
Uh,
We got the
He
Patreon
was
post.
upset.
It's still available there. In public, you can see there's various, Donovan
Goddamn you,
repeatedly
Donovan.
claims this
How dare
woman
you
is his
betray this
girlfriend.
man's trust?
He does not claim she's his wife. He negates that
Mm-mm.
with intent down in Miami, Florida very recently, right? So we got a big problem here. He's asking me for months leading up to the wedding about all this stuff going on.
I'm
He now
embarrassed
claims
with how
that
upset he
this
is.
guy named Sean Brady, is one of his best friends apparently, that, this guy's going to get privately married. He has
Mhm.
questions for me that are more specific than what we had on the show.
Hey, yeah, man, my dude,
I had to sign in and download even though they make
my dude Sean Brady.
2 downloads a
You know, he
day.
think about getting married, man.
PNG
You
tree.
want me to ask some questions through you?
This is probably in place because I put in
that's what I
God.
was thinking. I was like,
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
You know
See,
you
he
can
ain't
take
want
that to the paint one and just
his
paint
wife
bucket
wouldn't know he was gonna get married to
it. You know you
Stuart
can take it
Little.
to the paint one and paint bucket it.
And wasn't nobody supposed to know that shit,
Paint
dog.
Diddy, and you can just paint
You know what I'm
bucket
saying?
there
Even
and
now,
switch it back
people ain't
over.
supposed to
Paint
know he
Diddy.
married to
That's
Stuart
just
Little.
not
That ain't
good.
supposed to be common knowledge, bro.
That's already got
You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't like again, if it was cool, he just go here talking about it like that and not trying to make jokes about it. So you know what I'm saying? You know, he's not supposed to be married to Stuart Little. Not at all, not at all. This is all new information for real. Thanks for the Cash App, Penny. Appreciate the support.
Yeah, you guys can read this. You can pause.
Does
it.
Bucket on 3D let you do the burn and all
But
that
basically,
stuff?
someone claimed to
No,
be
but
in
you can
April
change the skin
21,
tone
2019, one of Donovan's close friends. So close, in fact, that Donovan is going to be his best man at his wedding in late July, exactly when Donovan got married. Interesting how that works, huh? Here's Donovan indicating that that email from Sean Brady is supposed to be real. This is Sean Brady is supposed to be a real human being, a real man, that Donovan has from college or something.
They are upset, honey.
You know, so here it is here. I would love to, but I'm the best man at my best friend's wedding, the one who's getting privately married. Okay, confirming the legitimacy of this email. This is a real email sent by someone that he knows. He goes here, he's asking me for more and more questions well after the interview in the show, right? After his fans were exposed to the idea and all that, he's asking me for more stuff. A couple of questions off the air, just a phone combo. We did have that conversation, by the way, and he asked me much more specific questions than were previously discussed on the show. Here, and on his Patreon and on his YouTube. Now we have this Sean Brady guy coming out of nowhere. Interesting. I've never heard of this guy. For those of you who are fans, you've heard about his friend Sean Brady? Neither have I.
Never heard of
Keeps
it.
going. There's a whole bunch of these. You know, my buddy Sean's gonna email you about private marriage, blah blah blah. I'll let him know. You know, I tell Donovan I'm busy, too busy with the events to even answer the email that year. He keeps going. You know, my best friend in college is interested in private marriage. Do I have your permission to give him an email? He's not gonna quiz you. Just ins and outs.
The best of it all.
That's interesting to me, though, just even thinking about that concept, right? Because just think for a second. So these niggas they selling $700 courses if you want to ask them something. But then they think they can just turn right around and ask you some shit for free. I don't get that. Everything you say you can sell in a course, but then you turn around and ask the motherfucker like, man, I'm gonna shoot somebody your way on that private marriage shit. Nah, that's you, man. That's you.
All advice coming from people that don't even know how to interact with people.
This Sean Brady guy. Here's the problem. This guy, Sean Brady, doesn't fucking exist. And I'm willing to go to court. I'm happy, eager, and willing and ready to go to court over it. That Sean Brady is not even a real human being that Donovan is claiming to be.
He's 3/4 of a human.
Google, this is a Gmail address, by the way, from Sean Brady, so Google and Gmail.
Why is it so
Google has a permanent IP address of where that email came from. And it came from your fucking house, Donovan. Because Sean Brady doesn't exist. You are not the best man at his wedding. There's not a single photo of you in existence being a best man at your friend's wedding. Because that dude doesn't fucking exist. It was your fucking wedding. You want to know how? So we have all this corroborating evidence, I guess you'd call it, of Donovan getting increasingly interested over and over and over again in private marriage out of nowhere, after seeing me do it my own years prior with another woman.
Damn. He told that motherfucker that shit came from your IP address at Joe crib. Sheesh.
We then have the invention of this guy who no one's ever fucking heard of. Donovan is pestering me about over and over and over again, private marriage and his friend and this and that. It just won't stop. I'm busy with events, this and that. You know, it doesn't seem to be a big deal. I explained it as well as I could on the show. It was a pretty long show. It was almost like an hour or something. You know, his Patreon and all that. So what are all these specific questions, and why is he white knighting for his friend so hard? His friend could easily talk to an attorney. Donovan indicates, to his friend that I'm not an attorney. Of course I'm not. An attorney could explain to him much better what the ins and outs of what this direction in life would go to, what this course of action for trying to get married and build a family without the government could do. Donovan is obsessed with it. But here's the kicker, guys. Here's what's really gonna fucking fuck up your whole day. Donovan Sharp, right here, or George Bruno. Donovan Sharp asked George Bruno to marry him. I know this for a fact. He asked George Bruno to marry him the exact same way that I had a speaker marry us, Greg Swan, from the 21 Convention. and almost had Socrates and Marius instead. It was a very tough call for me at the time, for reasons that are just not important to the show. So Donovan did the same thing. He asked a speaker who he was close with, George Bruno, to marry him. George, of course, was busy at the 21 convention in Poland that year, so he couldn't go. Donovan even kind of fucks us up here, and he says now, let's see if I can build it for you guys. Yeah, it's something I pulled anyway. Donovan, by the way, later had his 1 year anniversary in Orlando, which you can see from this text, right after he ended up, 1 year later after getting married. So it is what it is. He asked George Bruno to marry him. The speakers have seen the wedding ring itself here. Many of them have seen it. She's explicitly claimed it's a wedding ring. She wears it on her ring finger, and it's a big-ass fucking ring. She's all about it, and she loves it. So why is Donovan lying about this? We're going to explore that. But again, we need to reiterate that Donovan is repeatedly, even on his honeymoon, by the way, down in Florida, right after getting married in July. And he was too busy to speak, of course, at the 21 convention in Poland in late July, because he was married. One more time, this is Donovan Sharp denying this in public after being exposed and accused of being married to this woman.
Yes.
Domino.
Yes. I am secretly married to Devin.
Unbelievable.
Very clear intent to continue things, even after he's been exposed.
I can believe it.
I showed you where I accused him of being legally married. I'm doing it again. I'm not legally married necessarily. He may be legally married, he may not be. Me and my ex-wife, Medusa, as you guys know her, we're not legally married. What did we do? We did the things that I discussed on Donovan's fucking show, on the Patreon show, and the YouTube show. We had a wedding, we exchanged vows, we exchanged rings, our families were present, we had a honeymoon in Hawaii.
I don't know what this is devolving into.
Florida Keys. Picture of right here, it's all over his social media stuff when we did this.
So you had a party.
It was not a random vacation, it was a honeymoon after the wedding. So private marriage essentially is a method to
No, we just had visitation.
and still have a lot of the benefits of being married. A lot of the, maybe not benefits per se, but a lot of the functions that we're talking, Rand Paul's discussing here.
Could you imagine a nigga
You know when me and my wife
doing mental
ex-wife
gymnastics
got
about lying about a
we
wedding
did
that
not
he had?
present as legally married.
Or a
We filed
marriage
our
that
taxes
he's in?
separately.
Can you
We did
imagine
something like rent a car where they ask you if you're
what that
married.
felt like?
We would say, hey, we had a wedding, but we're not legally married, so we can't do that. We were very clear about things every step, just like I was in my YouTube channel about this relationship and this marriage. Donovan is trying to have a stake in it too. He wants to be privately married to this woman, Devon Sharp, as she's called, and not be open in public about it, so that he can continue bitching about marriage in public indefinitely and not be considered a hypocrite. He is directly lying to his
We're
own
getting paid
audience.
for our narrative.
See?
I
Again,
just want to know why
same
she changed her
shit.
name.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers just want to sit here, run
Domino.
a check off of you, tell you bullshit, and hey, it's real, man. This is the norm. This nigga done went and got married, and let's be honest, man, that white bitch probably made him marry her. You got her ass all online, exploiting her and making her look stupid and
Right.
shit. That white bitch probably made you marry her, nigga. You know what I mean? She the brains of the operation. You know what I'm saying? Like, she got you out here looking stupid and shit, niggas saying all
Man,
that bullshit,
voluntarily
making all that
looking
money
stupid.
for her. Yeah, bro, she probably made your dumb ass marry her, nigga. I wouldn't be surprised.
You're not gonna come at me and not marry me.
He did a video in Miami, Florida, for direct financial benefit, so that he can keep this shtick up, that he's anti-marriage and gonna bitch about this and that, and then getting divorce rate and all this stuff he talks about all the fucking time. Meanwhile, he's fucking married and hiding it and lying about it, over and over and over again. His YouTube channel, let's have a look at his YouTube channel. So let's have a look here, guys. His YouTube channel has hundreds of videos.
Bro's
Hundreds.
just getting exposed.
For years now, almost 2 years, across all these hundreds of videos, he talks about Devon Sharp all the fucking time. Over and over and over again, this woman, right? His girlfriend, they cohabitate, blah, blah, blah. He explicitly denies being married to her, and he's fucking married to her. And he asked George Bruno to marry him. On top of, pretending that he has his friend,
Nigga got
he's
all
showing
the
Brady guy
receipts, you
doesn't
nigga.
fucking exist, over and over and over and over again. Bitches
Over,
in the
over,
public, even though he's
over
not married,
again.
he's a girlfriend. They're just they're dating constantly. No. Donovan Sharp has every intention to continue lying about this across all these hundreds of videos, misleading the public and falsely advertising to them. I mean, one, it's a problem.
The capery.
That Sean Brady guy.
Why niggas just don't be honest,
he absolutely
man?
wanted to marry them. Their wedding was in late July. There's pictures of it. There's fucking all kinds of evidence of it and shit. So I'm happy to go to fucking court over it, by the way, Donovan.
He said he'd go to court with your lame ass, Donovan.
Bro.
He done exposed this motherfucker for being married to Stuart Little, man. So,
Bruh.
like I say, man, it's just crazy, man, that, you know, the manosphere be on here telling these men to not get married, not have kids, not do this, not do that, don't get stepdad.
When you be looking at them and shit, you be like, bro, there ain't no way you not married, guy. Look at your setup and like you don't tell the wifey to get out of the room. You about to come on, y'all. Who y'all be fooling?
They come on here and make money for weeks and weeks and weeks, telling somebody to do some shit, then find out they really live like that. That's their actual life. Oh well. It's that 3 hours, yeah, that's enough, man. That's enough, man. I'll let get y'all back to y'all regular scheduled program, man. You know what I'm saying? Get you to something else, man. Somebody else will give you something more meaningful, I'm sure, today. But I did want to show y'all that shit. I'll probably have to move this to the Candyman channel. I don't trust these cats, man. He the type of weirdo, man, that'll be trying to flag my video crying because I put that white bitch on display. So, you know what I'm saying? I'll probably smooth this down to a smaller channel, man. I can't be having these clowns trying to flag my shit. So, you know what I'm saying? We'll move this to the other channel and whatnot, man. You know, we'll reconvene later. You know what I'm saying? You welcome Gary in, man. Y'all know what it is, man. What is the Candyman channel name?
Damn, did he cut it right then? Did he just get flagged? Shit.
Is it done?
Nah, I don't know if he already took it down and moved it or what. Just abruptly, I'm like, damn, nigga. He was just talking about putting it on the other channel so he wouldn't get flagged on this one. I was like, yeah, bro, do seem like the type of nigga. If your stuff got enough likes, he'll flag you because he's a bitch ass.
Hey boos, in this video I give commentary based on my opinion. Nothing is to be taken as factual. We are just here to have conversation. We don't expose and we don't sip tea on this channel. I'm giving you real talk straight, no chaser. Let's see if you can handle it.
All of you jealous, ugly bitches can kiss my fabulous, very perky black ass. And yes, William, today you're one of those bitches.
Oh, hell no.
You skinny bitches can work a nerve. Oh, hell no.
on doing a video alive with Mademoiselle. We're gonna really talk about it, but I don't think
So,
black
she on a
men. I
laptop
don't think they
cam or
understand
the
how this
cell
makes
phone?
them look.
Oh.
Like, I don't think they
I
really
hate that I'll be
understand how it
noticing
makes
that in
them
people's
look.
videos. I'm like, my ass.
When, and this is just me keeping it real. When Michaela Pink went viral
Like
for
Caesar.
scamming women, that made us look bad. So why is it that when the shoe is on the other foot, they plastering it all over the place? They plastering it all over the place, not understanding it's really ruining their image. Do they not understand that? I'm like, either men today think small, or I just think too big. Like I don't know what it is. Like either I think too small, or no, they think too small, or I just think too big. Because I didn't even want to talk about Michaela Pink. Why? Because why do you think? But these men, oh, they can't wait to jump on the internet and talk about Derrick Jackson and how he ain't ish. I'm like, did y'all forget this man was out here promoting black men don't cheat?
Oh yeah, that was.
And you don't think that's not a reflection of who you are?
I didn't know
as
that
a
was a
black
serious
man when
thing
it
that
comes to
niggas
your
really
image?
was like saying
Like,
that and really
on
believed that.
social media and just media in
Do
general.
they, or am I just dumb?
I remember
Are y'all
Charlamagne.
really that small when it comes to thinking?
Charlamagne kept saying that shit for a minute.
See, that's what made me think it was a
Maybe
joke, because that's who I
maybe
first
think
was
y'all
hearing him
smarter
say it.
than
I'm like,
that.
oh,
Maybe
okay. I was like, yeah, because ain't no
maybe I
fucking way.
shouldn't
Like,
be
nigga,
that
I've cheated.
smart.
Niggas have joked to me about, like, yeah, I cheated on this worker this one time. Like, niggas, that's what I was like.
Michaela Pink, when that whole situation
Don't tell me they really believe
came
it.
about, I was dragging
No,
my
I
feet.
take it back. Please tell me they really believe it.
Let me drag my feet and talk about this. But they all
Now, is
excited.
the light hitting you or is those contacts?
They all excited, hopping on the internet, can't wait to talk about it. I'm like,
Right.
wow, y'all really don't know what this means, huh? Thinking very
Like-
small, very surface level.
She on the webcam.
I be praying to God, like,
Shit's
God,
so
please
clear.
don't send me a man that's just dumb. Please
Good
don't.
ass camera,
'Cause
but
I'm
that
too smart
microphone's
for
a
this.
giveaway.
This is
I was
just-
like,
come
that sound like our
this is
shit.
chess. If black men were smart, they wouldn't even be talking about it. But their hatred for simping, and to me, simping today is just a man that is respectable.
And I got,
Women.
you get made fun of.
And I would love for a man to talk about how
I
we
be so
women are
confused.
losing.
I'm
How
like,
are
but
we
we be
losing from
bitching
this?
about the
Can
thing.
someone please? What are we losing from a man once again disappointing us? How are we losing from this? We know how men disappoint us. We live this every day. We get disappointed from men all the time. This ain't nothing new. It just proves to us that a lot of y'all ain't shit. That's what it proves. It doesn't harm us. I never paid Derrick Jackson for anything. And his advice has helped me. His advice has helped me. Stay away from men like him. Like him. And, you know, another thing that I find to be interesting about this entire situation is the fact that the reason why Derrick Jackson's commentary is phenomenal, the reason why his content is so good is because he's speaking about the man that he is offline. That's where he gets his influence from. That's where he gets his creativeness from when it comes to his topics and how he's so well spoken and experienced. Like the typical nice guy, like I talk about all the time. I talk about the nice guy all the time and how he's a liar. Yeah, he's so good at what he does because he does it often. That's what nice guys do. So when black men come on here and they try to make it seem like the joke's on us, no, the joke's on y'all. The joke's on y'all, because you know what's happening? They're now
Is he back?
ruining, Derrick Jackson is now ruining
I guess he was
the
shut
nice
down for a
black guy
few.
image. He's
Amy didn't know
ruining
it.
the nice black guy image, and you guys are fostering it everywhere.
I feel what you're saying, but what killed me about
Is this another video?
I think it's somebody else.
Because I sound like Obsidian. Now, look. They should have cast me as Charlamagne in the, when it wasn't
that child because you're denying that child a father. But then
That's so
I'm sitting
fucking
here and I'm
stupid.
thinking,
I only
if
had the
Frank
full
thinks
context
that's
we was
his
talking
father,
about, but I
have to
knew.
be able to look at this on the flip side and look at that
Hi folks, since my last Forever Flat video, I've been on a little training session with
I love to rant. Ah, fuck.
they've shown
Fuck
me
this
how to
guy.
do transfer.
It's so simple, but fuck. Damn it, I need that. Because I want it. I was like, ooh, I want this shit. God damn it. Anytime now when I see a shirt and I'm like, ooh, I want that, I get mad because I'm like, ah, fuck. That means it was a great idea.
To me, if you have a course of action that you
I
can
love to
take,
rant. Fuck.
to relieve the
I'm gonna be a
oppression,
variant.
I can't really
Right,
call
well,
it
I
That's
went
a
down,
good
I
one.
probably
I
spent
didn't
about
think
2 and a
about
half,
this.
3 hours with a company that supplies these Forever Flex transfers for dark garments in the UK, and very, very
Is this guy's interpretation of Sizer versus Forever Flex?
transfers. They've watched my videos on YouTube, and they've actually shown me where I was probably going wrong with the little issues I was having with regards to the jagged
put through the
edges
feeder.
on certain words that I had there, and also the best technique to roll in transfer papers off as well. They also showed me their prints that they
Sizer is pretty dope because it makes colors
off the printer,
for
which
the
is
stuff you want to use. That's what I'm gonna order you some more.
this application. You can use it, but there are better printers out there.
I'll buy you all this
So
for
for
me.
the Forever Flex printers, there's a very cheap Canon printer that you can use. Apparently, I haven't got one of them. But obviously that's not for the colour tones. This transfer here, which I'm going to show you, is one they printed and prepared for me. I actually did print and press one of these myself while
Dude,
I was
who's
on
left
the
in, bro?
and I'll show you that in a minute. But first of all, let's just let you see the sort of detailed transfers that they can produce on the. This is the Forever Flex laser dark no cut low temp transfer paper.
Where'd you get that?
This is one of their test images because it's got plenty of detail in it.
Is this Sizer?
Small
Forever Flex.
Oh. Bro, I don't know how the fuck they papers do that, but nigga,
It's a full colour
I
image.
need some.
There's some white light in there.
Uncle Taz.
Because the printer that they were using had the white ink as well. So, and if you turn it over, this one's actually been prepared. This has got the V paper already stuck to it. So this is the back side of it, and this basically is ready to press now this transfer paper. And the main difference between the Forever Flex and this type of transfer paper is, as you can see, this semi sort of transparent, this transfer paper.
yeah, that is the one we saw the other day.
Is like a solid colour, so you can only print one colour. When using the Forever Flex Dark, if you've got a full colour laser printer with the white component in it, you can print
Room's off limits.
We're going to press this now.
Alright, well then shut the door.
Black t-shirt underneath there. The heat press is
Shut the door, and if I have to say it again, I'm gonna get mad.
which is probably just
Why they say that like that? Like they ain't gonna get in an argument in about 5 minutes and get it taken away.
All the way.
30 seconds, and then we're going to let it cool down.
We got over the time. Y'all gonna ruin
The
it.
way that they suggest.
5,
Without further ado, let's press this garment.
4,
Right, so I'm just going to
3.
transfer paper on the garment,
What you just said earlier, if you have a way to alleviate said oppression,
centralise it
how
there.
are you oppressed?
So with this transfer paper, I'm just going to put a couple of little bits of heat tape. We're still going to put the bottom there. Sometimes when the heat presses back, it can with vacuum or
Didn't I get the
pull the
Forever Flex
transfer
done?
paper away. And you don't need to get angles till it's actually
No, now that I know
I'm
it.
just going to cover this up like that.
I was gonna say check your receipts, cause maybe.
And I'm going to pull this down and we're going to press this in with firm pressure for 30 seconds. So we're just going to see how this goes and we'll come back to it in a second.
Stop playing and shut my door.
Okay, so I'm not going to disturb
Alright,
that.
now shut my door.
I'm now going to take this off and just put it over here to cool down. Right, now this has got to go totally cold. If you were doing a production one of these,
See, he just
you'd
put it on there
literally
this
leave it
time.
there, carry on, and then you put another one on top, and at the end then you'd peel the backing off. Now I can feel that it's still a little bit warm, and they do say that if you think that it's still going to be a bit warm, just leave it, let it go cold. So that's exactly what we're going to do there. Right, now one of the biggest problems that people do get is when they're actually peeling this transfer paper off of the actual garment. There is a way to do that.
Is you gonna say the folding
I didn't
technique?
when I done it, but apparently you've got to sort of hold the garment down, find a corner, pull it back, and then sort of roll it off. So that's what we're going to do now. Let's see if we can get a good reproduction of this transfer.
Bro, you might as well tell them go outside.
And I'm going to pull it down.
Ooh, right. I forgot we're going outside later because it feel good.
Yo! Get some clothes, get some shoes on and take that outside.
Only because I just saw this report thingy about them. About
Some shoes on and
kids.
take that outside. I'm serious. Bye.
About kids
Just go.
and the depression from the thing. And it's like a lot of them don't go outside or stop going outside. I was like,
It's out there
it's warm today.
on the little white
I'ma
bits.
go out
Let's
there
have a look
later
here.
on,
Let's have a
too.
close look at it. Right, well the actual transferred image is absolutely lovely, as you can probably see there.
Really good.
And all these fine dots and splatters have all taken there. I've got a slight issue with
How big is this?
the
What you
small
call
letters,
this?
the very, very small letters on the word in there. And a little bit there, as you can see, on the printer. But that could have been
That's for
my
the
heat press
laser.
not fully up to temperature. Now this has got a glossy surface, as you can see there. But this now we've got a repress, and this is what actually gives the garment its washability and also takes that gloss off as well. So I'm just going to put that back over there like that. I'm going to cover up with our parchment sheet there, put it back under, and literally give it its final press for the final 30 seconds. As I said, this is what gives the washability to these garments. And
It sounds like a
forces the
shimmy.
transfer paper into the actual t-shirts, and also takes that shiny film look off of it as well. So obviously they do recommend a swivel weight press. This is a clam press obviously. So we'll just see what happens when we pull this out, and this is the image.
Okay. Oh yeah. That paper is thing too, by the way. So yeah.
Well, I can see straight away there that that is now
I'm back to enjoying gaming.
lovely and matte.
Get some shoes on and go outside!
The difference now in this image.
Yes, you are.
As you can see, it's
Yeah,
got a
you are.
lovely matte finish now, and the film
Okay,
is
I'm gonna give
very,
you 10
very
minutes,
good.
and if you're not outside, I'm
And
gonna
as you can
kick you
see,
out.
down here, I know this is in reverse, this was only a test piece they done for me, so I can done that.
Shut the door.
Or the writing over, so don't worry about that being around the wrong way.
See, now they don't want to play anymore.
As I
And they're
say,
like, what is that? That's
Shut
weird.
It's lovely and soft, you can't even feel it.
That's
We're not
backwards.
going outside because we don't want to play
But
anymore.
as I say,
5,
it's
4,
possible.
Now y'all
3,
wanna
2,
do-
never
That's
get
lazy, bruh. Come on, man. That's lazy, bruh.
On the edge,
What?
what they do recommend
It's
with
the same as
difference
being
between
inside. You got more
swing away
room.
press
I don't get it,
and
Shaniqua.
a clam
Am I
press
fussing
like
because they
this
don't want to play
is
right?
with a swing away press
Man, all
that you
those
can
guys are
bring
toys in the
back in.
backyard. We was too poor to have a
When it's
backyard.
sitting there on
There, I
the
said it.
you can literally
I
just
was too
have
poor to have a
that
backyard.
heat plate
Shit.
in that position above the rubber mat at the bottom,
What?
which actually
What?
heats that up. Now, as I say, while
That's
while
all I
this is
need.
up
I
in
didn't
the air
even
like
need the
that,
toys,
this
bro.
heat
We
pad
just
is
wanted a
actually very
backyard.
So as a result of that, that could have been the slight failure I had with
Oh,
that
this
one there.
country.
So I'm going to press another one now, but this time I'm going to reheat
No.
the bottom transfer platen first. For 30
I
seconds
like,
before
well,
I
his
can
is
lay the
like
garment on.
yours.
So let's
So
try that.
it's green and black.
I've
Maybe
got
that's
another
why
one
I
of these
like it.
transfer papers here. This one's slightly different. It's the same image, but they've rasterised this one. Right, so I'm just going to put this image on now. Cover it with our sheet. And give that our
Oops.
30-second press.
I'm gonna just leave that like that.
There we go.
I'm gonna just go right there.
So this one has had its 30 seconds. Right, okay, we're nice and cold on this one. Let's try this one again. So this one, I can see, it looks like there's the same issue. Yep. The rest of it's come off absolutely fine. Right, so yeah, still a little teething problem there. As you can see, just on that corner there, and also with a couple of small letters missing there. This does need its reprint
You hate to
again,
see it for
so
others.
just to set it, so I'm going to quickly do that. So I'm just going to lay the garment underneath there, parchment paper over the top there. This again will seal the transfer into the garment and create good washability. So, and take that shine off of it as well. And off.
I guess I should try working with that jar
Yeah, and it's done just that.
today. Oh, you can try printing that.
So,
Mm-hmm.
so apart from these little teething problems that I'm still having, the actual
Should I make the
product
yellow
is very,
black?
very good. Let me show you,
You
this
should do something with
t-shirt
the black,
here.
'cause it's
This
like
is
I
one
can't
they
see his
actually done
face.
in front of me when
So
I actually
either
went on the training
make
day.
them a little
And it's
lighter or
exactly the
change
same
that
image,
black
exactly the same t-shirt.
lining.
I've just printed on the back of these. And as you can probably see, everything is transferred over absolutely perfectly. And the bits where I was having trouble there, for example, is all perfectly. Even the smallest writing, as you can see there, is absolutely fine. And as I say, my one is on the back of this. If I turn this over, so if I just spin that over, turn it over like that, and as you can see, that's the one I've just done, and I've got the little pieces out there and there. Now the only difference between what they've done and what I've done was they was using their equipment. They had a different heat press than me. I'm using
Let's
the same
see, because I see what you're
exactly the
saying.
same materials, but the difference is the equipment which I'm using. I've used the same technique as what they was using in this one, and I've still got that problem. So what this basically means, in my opinion,
Bro, come on, all at
is
once.
if you're thinking of changing over to this paper, or if you're listening to the reviews which you've heard other people talk about this product, it seems to me that you have to be using the right equipment to get the professional results, which I have seen, and they are fantastic. I've been and seen a whole range of the merchandise which they've printed on, using the equipment that they've used. It can be temperamental if you aren't using the correct equipment by the looks of it, and if you aren't following their procedure for actually transferring the image correctly. So there is a learning curve with this product. I've seen it when it does work good. It depends on whether or not they contact me if I take this any further, because obviously I'd like to use this in my system, but it obviously may mean me changing my equipment over, and anyone who's going to be starting off from fresh would need to get the correct equipment. The right one for this. It may need a swing away press where you get full application down. That could be the problem there, I'm not too sure. So I'll wait till they contact me, but as you can see, the actual garments themselves, this is the no cut laser dark transfer paper, as you can see there.
Where did he get?
And the feel on this is just like screen printing, absolutely fantastic. It does work, but you've got to be using the right equipment. My equipment isn't correct, I don't think, so as a result of that, I'm having slight issues, not very big issues, but enough to give me a problem to stop me selling this product or you transferring over to this product. But I can't confirm that unless I have the right gear, which I haven't got. So I hope this has been useful for anyone wanting to try this product out, and it's been an eye-opener for me. I do love the feel of the product. I love the way it feels on the hand. I love the way that you can use full colour images that look like screen printing, which you could never achieve with a dark transfer, this sort of image, because you just couldn't get these little sort of flecks and splatters and stuff like that cut out on a craft cutter. So if you're looking for this sort of image, the only option really is screen printing or using this sort of system, and with very, very small writing like that. You'd never use a vinyl to cut. Okay, while this is up in the air like that, this heat pad isn't actually getting very hot. So as a result of that, that could have been the slight failure I had with that one there. So I'm going to press another one now, but this time I'm going to reheat the bottom transfer plantum first for 30 seconds before I actually lay the garment on. So let's try that. I've got another one of these transfer papers here. This one's slightly different. It's the same image, but they've rasterised this one. Right, so I'm just going to put this image on now. Cover it with our sheet.
What a second play.
And give that out. 30-second press. There we go. So this one has had its 30 seconds. Right, okay, we're nice and cold on this one. Let's try this one again. So this one, I can see, it looks like there's the same issue. Yep.
He's a whitening.
It looks like he
So this one has had its 30 seconds. Right, okay, we're nice and cold on this one.
See, look.
Backing off. Now I can feel that it's this transfer paper, where the Forever Flex paper is like a solid colour, so you can only print one colour. When using the Forever Flex Dark, if you've got a full colour laser printer with the white toner in it, you can print a multicoloured image just like this one. So
different to have a white toner.
And I've just got a black t-shirt underneath there. The heat press is set at 155 degrees, which is probably just sitting at 152 at the moment now, as you can probably see. And we're going to press this transfer for 30 seconds, and then we're going to let it cool down totally, and then we're going to do the peel the way that they suggest. Without further ado, let's press this garment. Right, so I'm just going to lay the transfer paper on the garment.
See? See how you show the back of it?
This has got the B paper already
the back
stuck
of it's clearly
to it.
white.
So this is the
Right.
back side of it, and this basically this is ready
Look
to
at when
press.
he places it on the thing.
Is it because he's using a laser printer? Did he
You
really
can
make a
print
difference?
a
like
multicoloured
But look
image
when you
just like
put
this
it on
one.
the
So
thingy.
we're going to press this now, and I've just got a black t-shirt underneath there. The heat press is set at 155 degrees, which is probably just sitting at 152 at the moment now, as you
Wait,
can
what?
probably see. And we're going to press this transfer for 30 seconds, and then we're going to let it cool down totally, and then we're going to do the peel the way that they suggest. Without further ado, let's press this garment. Right, so I'm just going to lay the transfer paper on the garment.
What?
See, he laid the ink
Centralise
on.
it there. So with
Is
this
that
transfer
what we're
paper, I'm just going to put a couple of little bits of heat tape just on the top and bottom there. Sometimes when the heat press lifts up, it can, with vacuum or whatever, it can pull the transfer paper away, and you don't want to be doing that because you want to be leaving that on there till it's absolutely stone cold. So I'm just going to cover this up like that. Stick it under our
This
heat
ain't for
press.
vinyl. This is for
And
ink press.
I'm going to
Blah
pull
blah
this
blah.
down, and we're going to
blah.
clamp this in. With
Maybe that's
pressure.
why then.
For
That's a whole
30
different.
seconds.
Now we got it. Now
So
we
we're
got
just
it.
going to see how this goes, and we'll come back to it in a second. Right, okay then. So I'm not going to disturb that.
So the other side is the sticky
I'm now going to
side.
take this off and just put it over here to cool down. Right, now this has got to go totally cold. Now if you were doing a production run of these, you'd just literally leave that there, carry on, and then you'd put another one on top, and at the end then you'd peel the backing off. Now I can feel that it's still a little bit warm, and they do say that if you think that it's still going to be a bit warm, just leave it, let it go cold. So that's exactly what we're going to do there. Right, now one of the biggest problems that people do get is when they're actually peeling this transfer paper off of the actual garment. There is a way to do that. I nearly had it right when I done it, but apparently you've got to sort of hold the garment down, find the corner, pull it back, and then sort of roll it off. So that's what we're going to do now. Let's see if we can get a good reproduction of this transfer onto the actual t-shirt. And I'm going to pull it back and just roll it back.
Is it because he's taking the whole plastic? That's why he put it on the side with the color? And then it just clarifies
There
itself?
we go. So that's the transfer paper back in. Now I can see here, for example, everything basically is transferred over, but I've got a couple of little letters.
Oh, right. Okay, so it's just like a big ass sticker, except
Right, well the actual
the part
transfer
that's
is
already.
absolutely lovely.
Yes.
You can probably see there. And all these fine dots and splatters have all taken there.
We'll see.
I've got a slight issue with
It's like a big
the
ass
small
sticker.
letters, the very, very small letters
Except
of the word in there.
all the parts that's colored
And a
in
little bit
show
there
up when
on-
you
as
peel
can
it
see
off.
on the printer.
That's not the paper.
But
But that could have been
This is the
my heat press not fully up to temperature. Now this has got a glossy surface, as you can see there.
That's two
But this
papers.
now we've got a repress, and
Two.
this is what actually gives the garment its washability,
Oh,
and also
right.
takes that gloss off as well. So I'm just going to put that back over there like that. Cover up with our parchment sheet there. Put it back
don't
over.
be sitting back just giving orders. You got hands,
Give it its
nigga.
final
Making sure you
press
put it on the right
for
side.
the final 30 seconds. As I said, this is what gives the
My bad,
washability to
Dominic.
these garments, and it forces the transfer paper into the.
Why does it look like you got scratched off? So
And also takes
That's
that
the
shiny
scratchy
film
side.
off of it.
That's the
So
side
obviously
tape.
they do recommend.
So it's gotta be
a
like this.
Swing away press, clam press, obviously. So we'll just see what happens when we pull this out, and this is, as I say, sets the image. Well, I can see straight away there that that is now lovely and matte. Let's put it back over here, and let's show you the difference now in this image.
Alrighty.
As you can see, it's got a lovely matte finish now, and the film is very, very good. And as you can see,
Damn, he's already
down here, I
lying.
know this is in
I missed
reverse. This was only a test piece they done for me, so I didn't matter
There's
about
a
flipping
dude
the
on
keyboard
Twitch
or
that
whatever,
does
so don't worry
D&D.
about that.
Ah, frick! I forgot about this. My bad.
But
Screaming.
as I say, the
Alright.
white is turned out absolutely, and this is lovely.
I missed the
and soft
signing
and
day
you feel it
for
on the
yesterday.
garment
Well, I
whatsoever.
forgot it was today.
But as I
But
say, this
I got
possibly
better
could be
things.
due to the issues with having a clam press, because it's on the edge. What they do recommend with the difference between a swing away press
Let's
and
go.
a
Do it.
clam press like this is with a swing away press that you can bring back in. When it's sitting there idling, you can literally just have that
What am I
heat
doing?
plate in that position above the rubber mat at the bottom, which actually heats that up. Now, as I say, while this is up in the air like that, this heat pad isn't actually getting very hot. So as a result of that, that could have been the slight failure I had with that one there. So I'm going to press another one now, but this time I'm going to reheat the bottom transfer plantum first for 30 seconds before I actually lay the garment on. So let's try that. I've got another one of these transfer papers here. This one's slightly different. It's the same image, but they've rasterised this one. Right, so I'm just going to put this image on now. Cover it with our sheet. And give that out. 30-second press.
Let's go,
There we go.
let's go. We have no time to wait.
So this one had its 30 seconds. Right, okay, we're nice and cold on this one. Let's try this one again.
I'm over here rushing like a mouse.
You know this is no cut.
So this one, I can see it looks
what?
like it's the same issue.
This is no cut paper.
Oh, it's no cut?
Yep.
Yeah.
The rest of it's come off absolutely fine.
Good.
Right, so yeah, still a little teething problem there. As you can see, just on that corner there, and also with a couple of small letters missing there. This does need its reprint again, just to set it, so I'm going to quickly do that. So just going to lay the garment underneath there, parchment paper over the top there. This again will seal the transfer into the garment and create good washability.
I want to see it on the thing.
And take that shine off of it as well.
Fuck yeah.
And off. Yeah, and it's done just that. So
it's like I ain't got to pull it up.
So apart from these little teething problems that I'm still having, the actual product is very, very good. Let me show you this t-shirt here. This is one they actually done in front of me when I actually went on the train. And it's exactly the same image, on exactly the same t-shirt. I've just printed on the back of these. And as you can probably see, everything has transferred over absolutely perfectly. And the bits where I was having trouble there, for example, is all perfectly. Even the smallest writing, as you can see there, is absolutely fine. And as I say, my one is on the back of this. If I turn this over, so if
is that big enough, or should I make it bigger?
Like that, and as you can see, that's the one I've just done, and I've got the little pieces out there and there. Now the only difference between what they've done and what I've done was they were.
It's the only way you're gonna know if how it looks on regular paper.
I thought we would want the size adjusted and all of it, but never mind.
I've used exactly the same
I don't get what that means if you're not going to cut it either way.
But the difference is the equipment which I'm using. I've used the same.
How big do we want the image on the shirt?
In this one, and I've still got that problem. So what this basically
that's why I was trying to change it up myself. I thought we had to do that.
If you're thinking of changing over to this paper, or if you're listening to the reviews which you've heard
I thought we were supposed to adjust our own size. They just print it as is.
It seems to me that you
have to print it,
they show it on the paper
to get the professional results, which I have seen, and they are
so
fantastic.
You can see.
I've been and seen a whole range of the merchandise which they printed on, using the equipment that they use. It can be temperamental if you aren't using the correct equipment by the looks of it, and if you aren't following their procedure for actually transferring the image correctly. So there is a learning curve with this product. I've seen it when it does work good. It depends on whether or not they contact me if I take this any further, because obviously I'd like to use it so much. It obviously may mean me changing my equipment over, and anyone who's going to be starting off from fresh would need to get the correct equipment. My one possibly isn't the right one for this. It may need a swing away press where you get full application down. That could be the problem there, I'm not too sure. So I'll wait till they contact me, but as you can see, the actual garments themselves, this is the no-cut laser dark transfer paper, as you can see there, and the feel on this is just like screen printing, absolutely fantastic. It does work, but you've got to be using the right equipment. My equipment isn't correct, I don't think, so as a result of that, I'm having slight issues, not very big issues, but enough to give me a problem to stop me selling this product or you transferring over to this product. But I can't confirm that unless I have the right gear, which I haven't got. So I hope this has been useful for anyone wanting to try this product out, and it's been an eye-opener for me. I do love the feel of the product. I love the way it feels on the hand. I love the way that you can use full colour images that look like screen printing, which you could never achieve with a dark transfer, this sort of image, because you just couldn't get these little sort of flecks and splatters and stuff like that. cut out on a craft cutter. So if you're looking for this sort of image, the only option really is screen printing or using this sort of system, and with very, very small writing like that. You'd never use a vinyl to cut this sort of small writing. So screen printing would only be your sort of way, or this product but having the correct equipment. So that's all I can say with my experiences with this so far. I obviously can't take it no further at the moment because, as I say, I haven't got the correct equipment. If you need to have the correct equipment, maybe they can contact me and we can do some further testing a bit further down the line. So do keep watching. If I hear back from these people, then we can probably take it a step further. And if I can get this off, that means you can do it as well. Because obviously you watch my videos, you need to see it in action correctly, not necessarily from a surprise. For someone like me who is working
it's printing, it should be done.
It's got to be right. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks very much, and I'll see you in the next video. And until then, bye for now.
Damn. It's done. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna hang my bike up as a decoration. I don't even know why. It's got two grips.
Domino.
Yeah. Nah, it ain't popping. Well, excuse us. On chocolate. Because I forgot he said inkjet. Or laser print. Maybe that's why I know. And we'll just wait for them to get mad. You say you didn't need to jump on here?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Is this the last one? I didn't want to see the other one. How red that red gonna look. Alright.
You know that's regular paper, right?
Yes. Let's see this one.
Okay, so I'm going to be a face mapping myself, making sure that I can sort of separate the different parts of my face, but in order to do so, I will be looking to the side. So, I'm going to be separating it down in different quadrants. This is going to be quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3,
oh, damn, I didn't see all of it.
quadrant 5, quadrant 6, quadrant 7, and quadrant 8. Now, in this first quadrant here, we can see that there is a blemish here, a couple blemishes there. This could be mostly due to a lack of water or perhaps an oily substance. For example, I end up not properly washing my hair or skipping showers. Perhaps oily substances could start to run down, but considering how I have been properly washing my hair as of late, I would imagine that it's mostly due to dehydration. Now, if we end up going over here and we quickly examine this area, notice that there's a couple more specks here as well, and a little more over here too. So in this area, there's also quite a couple of blemishes now. Very fine
I really like
blemishes,
this workstation.
Blemishes nonetheless. Now this could be resolved with a little more hydration, a little more water in my system. Now if we go here in this little center piece between quadrant 1 and quadrant 2, almost in quadrant 5, we notice that there's quite a lot of little blemishes here, tiny little blemishes, and also here a little bigger. And a little more right here too. Now, this could also be due to hormones, or it could be due to a lack of hydration. Once again, either or, really, it's a dicey game at times. But hydration never hurts anyone. Just drink a little bit more water. So I just need to drink a little bit of water. Now, if we go down to the honestly, my knees don't have any blemishes. There might be a couple very fine, minuscule blackheads, but nothing to report greatly. Blackheads tend to be a consequence of oiliness, so I have been trying to wash my face properly, although not overwash, because that will also cause oiliness. But a decent sort of routine wash, a light wash is in order. Not exfoliation, because exfoliation will end up irritating the skin and causing oiliness. Instead, I use a nice, quite liquid-based face wash, where it doesn't have any of those textured sort of racks or bumps in it, because those could cause irritation in the skin, which then oiliness and grease could end up going into and creating pustules. So instead, I use a much more softer face wash to just wash the impurities or any oiling, grease, or sweat, or dead skin, dry skin.
Damn, I thought I plugged this domino.
Remove them from my visage to keep the area clear, while not also tearing it up by lightly pressing it, just remove the dirt and grime, as opposed to sort of burning through my already healthy living pre-existing skin. There really isn't anything to report. There is a little bit of bumpiness, but once again, that bumpiness can be resolved with a little bit more hydration. And my pores are a little bit bigger, and they're quite potent. They could be a little smaller, but either way, I look absolutely stunning. So I just need a little bit of hydration to close those pores if I decide that I want to close those pores.
Or go lay down.
There's also a little bit of discoloration, a little bit of dusting as well, some blemishes as well.
Oh, that's you. Go lay down, man.
With a little bit of water, and only that, but this also could be a oily, greasy, tease if you.
I thought she was going to sleep.
I'm waiting on the shirt.
Washing my face definitely does do wonders in order to make sure that there isn't any sort of grime or any layer of skin on top of my skin. But perhaps just continuing the water and taking care of my diet.
Let me go get the thing then.
Into my diet for processed foods into my diet would greatly help. The same probably applies, yes, if a little less discolored item. No, it's exactly the same.
Nope.
It's pretty much the same as Zone 3 practically. Basically, it's a little bit red. It has
oh shit!
Stop. But just a little bit of washing, and also get it down here. It's also a couple more blemishes here.
Oh, you know what? I didn't have the tray.
But I think I noticed there's a couple of finer
tray down. I should have had that down. That was cool.
There might be a couple of blemishes that come along with it, whether it be from
Lost some of this. Well, no, I keep forgetting that's ink.
From the hair, completely natural. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to be concerned about. Absolutely wonderful. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely beautiful. But it's just something that naturally occurs. So if you want to reduce any sort of stuff, just properly wash your face, take care of your diet, and drink more water, as I will do. So if I end up going to quadrant 5 right now, I will notice that there is a little bump right there. A little bump right there. Just a little bump right there. Now this really is a hormone area. If you end up having your menses coming up, then this will obviously start to sort of bluster, if you will, or start to create a lot of impurities or blemishes. Now, it's completely natural to get a little bit of acne in your mouth or tiny lumps, but it is nothing to be concerned about. It is not a matter of cleanliness, it is a matter of hormonal changes. Now, if you like, and if it is persistent, you can always try to be careful as to what food accumulates or what oils accumulate at the corners of your mouth or around your mouth. And furthermore, you can also start to wash your face. And if you use any sort of chapstick or Vaseline to moisturize your lips, just to kind of remain it within the lip area as opposed to letting it sort of drench down around your lips, right? Perfect. Now I'm going to go to quadrant 6 right here. So in quadrant 6, you can notice in my temple area there's a couple of blemishes here. It is due to dehydration. So because of this dehydration, I now have more blemishes coming out. Now what causes dehydration? Smoking causes dehydration. Drinking alcohol causes dehydration. And by smoking, I do mean both cigarettes and herbal substances. So drinking water and perhaps cutting down or eliminating those habits will indeed help your skin and improve it with its hydration levels, and also improve it with the smoke quality, because if you smoke, the layer will end up overlapping your face. So if afterwards you decide to wash your face, great, but if you don't, then that layer of smoke will end up covering your face or coating your face, leading to pustules, leading to grease, leading to accumulation of dead skin or dry skin, and to a general feeling of nastiness on your skin. Am I right? Correct. So I have to start drinking a little more water and taking care of my diet to make sure I'm not eating processed foods, to make sure I'm not smoking anything herbal, and I want to just take care of that. If we go to this other side, I notice that there's less, this is not a blemish, this is a dye. So I'm just going to examine this area, but I notice that there are less blemishes than there are on this side. Perchance, in fact, this could be evidence to me needing to change my pillow sheets. Because if you don't change your pillow sheets, or rather if you don't use the good quality of pillow sheets, it starts to collect dead skin, it starts to collect the oil and grease from your hair, from your face, and if you end up sleeping with a partner, their hair and their grease can also slide onto your pillow, and if you end up dropping your pillow on the floor, it can collect the dust from the floor, so it's best to just change the pillow covers probably every week or every 2 weeks, depending on who you sleep with, depending on your cleanliness habits, and depending on your personal preference. So, it is also preferable to sleep on silk pillow sheets as opposed to the cotton ones, because they tend to be a lot gentler on the skin. They end up protecting the skin a little more from aging, while cotton fabric can sometimes make the skin a little more irritated and feel a little rough to the texture. Silk will end up feeling a lot more smooth and a lot more gentle to the face and to the skin texture, so it'll end up helping and soothing, and even to a certain degree, sort of keeping the hydration maintained. Now, if we go down to, I think we covered all areas. Quadrant 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Correct. So, if you notice, the idea behind my face is basically hydrate more, take care of my diet, take care of processed food, make sure I don't eat processed foods, make sure I eat more fruits, veggies, and nuts, and drink more water. And obviously, if I decide to drink or smoke any herbal substances, or just eat any herbal substances, because eating herbal substances will also make you feel like a cotton that will also dry out your skin. So either or, just to make sure that I am taking care of the hydration levels on my face and making sure that I'm taking care of the dehydration that I might be causing my body through my diet or through my water intake. So it's a good examination, and I think that wraps things up.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, no. Sublimation ink in that company, really. It's all light, smeared it down, and it's all faded. So, we'll remember that.
Still allowed to get a laser thing.
Yeah.
Huh?
Huh?
Do you feel like that good? Like the sleeping cotton?
Yeah, with a little bit of tautness from the stuff, that's it. What it feel like? Oh, it feel like. So I was like, damn, this is kind of hard. I like it though. Oh shit, I like to do it in my hand when I'm drinking. Fuck. Two. It is up. What you barking about? What? Fuck wrong. What you barking about? Loud mouth. Shut up. I thought I heard it plug in. No, it ain't all the way in. Yeah. Can.
Welcome to our hibernation cleaning. My name is Lexi and I'll be your assistant to this one. Nice to meet you. Okay, so you're here.
That shit.
You are supposed to hibernate much earlier, but you're still alive. Okay. Let's see. Depending on the
Healing bed.
animal's issues, based start to hibernate together, like a stream flows with snake. They start to swim from October to pretty early. This weather's normally from late December or early January. Yeah, there is a spectrum. And as for your kind, they normally start to sleep from November to when they're supposed to be sleeping by now. In Japan. Okay, so is this your first time being able to start this week too? Just a little bit. At this point, you see as he's just sort of more just straight disco dancing, not paying much attention to you or much at all. He is boogieing right now. That being said, you see all this individual. I will see if I can find the token. But you see this Dragonborn individual right here. I'll get the token. I see no one in the shop. Yeah, the slightest change of mood or feelings, anything like that? Yeah. He's just sort of more just sort of bobbing his head, just dancing off to the side. And as you sort of insert, he just sort of pays you no mind and then just keeps on dancing. That being said, what are you doing? Definitely not over Japan, but it's completely even if it could be right here because in the thing dancing around the big creatures of the you just leave everything after being cool, including some contacts for free. And we're here too. Alright, you start dancing, and you see as Longstyle begins to just sort of start dancing as well. You see as he's sort of dancing, you see as he begins to sort of put a little bit of flip of his fingers. You can see as bits of clothes and bears and threads begin to sort of form and operate before you. And you can actually see as the clothes themselves begin to start animating and dancing right before you. And it's almost as if they're starting to do like Thriller or some shit. Just like 5 or 7 clothing. Fucking I knew you, little baby. How fucking Longstyle do for you? So, now, what we're going to do, some checkup on your room to see the current state of your body. So first, I'm going to listen to you. See as Longstyle begin to sort of mess with his glasses and look directly towards you. He is analyzing you. Make an insight check on your smart. Or make an insight check real quick. So, quick. 23? Yeah, he's like literally looking you up and down. If you can say it, he's doing a partial check on you for a brief moment in time. He's doing a vibe check. Looking towards you. Maybe. I'll be honest with you. That color works on you, but I think you need to update your style before you can get inside. I said, I'm not see, exactly, now you're getting it. Are you looking? I'll tell you what. If you can show me exactly why you think you should be in this little establishment, see if you do airports and stuff like that. I can maybe be persuaded your breathing and heartbeats are pretty fast. You are going to take care of your heart rate as well. Every time it goes, just keep breathing. Right side. Okay.
He said, this motherfucker invented jeans. This motherfucker's wearing jeans. You want to insult? So he confirmed it. He said he invented jeans. This motherfucker, this nigga invented jeans.
Yeah. Alright, you find yourself eventually pointed towards the Grand Bazaar. You see as this more individual building off to the side, and it is right here on this map. Right here. You see as it is simply, or actually no, you said you were heading to, wait, which shop were you heading to? Were you heading to like a sort of bazaar of stuff?
Gives you the PS4.
routine off to the side, you find that what seems to be, you almost sort of like rub your eyes for a second, like, what? Really? You find a joke shop off to the side. It seems to say Jedediah's Joke Shop to the left, right over here. You also find off to the right.
Why are you salty for no reason?